Okay, cool.
It's recorded.
Yay. All
right. So as we go through this, I will, oh, no, I can't do the chat. Okay, so as we go through this, like I said, if you have any questions, try to keep them until the end just because there are going to be a lot of your questions answered during this. But Kelly is going to kick us off, and she's going to share her story and how she got involved with Beachbody and all of her amazing transformations and everything that have happened.
Hi guys, I'm Kelly. I'm really excited to tell you guys about my story. This is not only the first time I'm losing the weight, it's the second time I'm losing the weight. I was athletic all my life, and just I would always put this front on of, I was strong. I put this face on, and I went through life and just laughing, and nobody would have known that deep inside I was really not happy. I was in a car accident, left with 13 herniated discs. My jaw was dislocated bilaterally and suffered a really bad concussion and just spiraled into not being happy from there. Every day I was wondering, what could I say today why I can't go to work? Every single day for years. And I started stalking my coach, Jesika, who I met in my newsfeed. And long story short, one gallbladder removal, and I was in. I said, I'm in. It doesn't matter what I have to do. You tell me what I have to do. You tell me what I have to pay. You tell me what to do to be happy. And she did, and I listened, and I'm down 47 pounds in 4 months. Actively coaching. I went to a Diamond from Super Saturday in April to Super Saturday in July, literally from Super Saturday to Super Saturday. And my kids I can see the difference in their respect level for me. I mean, they're my kids, they're pretty decent kids, and I could just see the difference in them. My husband is just beside himself. He doesn't know, what to do. He's like, whatever you want. It's kind of funny. I was a binge eater, and I waited for everybody to go to bed at night, and that was my time to unwind. The confidence that I have, I literally, it sounds like it's fake, but it's not. I wake up and I'm just excited. I'm excited, and I'm thanking God for me being able to walk again and being able to lift weights on top of walking and being able to stretch and turn. I am on the board of Haley's Kindness Foundation, and it's just nice to walk into a room and have people just smile and be like, "Hey, I saw your video, I saw your post, you're helping me." That is my story. It's short, but it's to the point. I never would have imagined that I could be truly this happy. That when my smile is on my face now, it's a real smile from the inside. And that makes all the difference to me. That's it.
And I'm up. My name is Jesika Sunshine Bristol Glore, and I am Kelly's coach. And I just wanted to thank Kelly for telling her story and go a little bit further into Kelly telling me no on multiple occasions and chatting with me, but she would always follow me, and I knew she was following me. And so, I would always have conversations with her, and then, when the time was right for her and she was ready, she jumped in, and she jumped all in. And I am just so incredibly proud at all of the things that she's done for herself and how she's learned to put herself first. And then all of the pieces of her life started to come together because of that. Because really, ultimately, in my mind, the most important thing I can do as a coach is teach someone to be their own best friend. And that really is my first and foremost objective with coaching the people that I do coach. So again, my name is Jesika Sunshine. I am a 1-star Diamond coach. I'm a wife. I've been married for 7 years. I am a dog mom. I have 5 canines. I am that crazy canine lady. I have been a business owner and entrepreneur my entire life. My husband and I own a small asphalt maintenance business, as well as coaching close to full-time in Beachbody. Before I got into Beachbody, I was a chronic self-sabotager. My whole entire life, I had great ideas, but I never really executed those ideas. And I was always caught in the grip of, comparing myself to others, having these ideas, but not being able to move forward from just the idea. I couldn't take action. And that's one of the things that coaching has really done for me, because, I started off with health and fitness, and, I started off at 180 pounds. I was 39 years old. I was a size 14. I was about to turn 40. I had a major life altering change happen in my life. And I was looking at my life, and I realized like how little confidence I really had, even though if you would have known me then, you wouldn't have known that I didn't have confidence, because I had a good game face. Hey, but really truthfully, I didn't have a lot of confidence. And I was, like I said, I was always comparing myself to other people. So once I started to get into health and fitness, and I was the girl that never, ever worked out before in her entire life. Like, I didn't play sports in school. I was not athletic. I had never run. I just was not athletic. I was into nutrition, but I would not say that I ate nutritiously. It interests me, but I didn't actually practice it. So when I got into working with Julie, who is my coach, hey, she taught me how to just stay consistent and how not to obsess on the scale. And that was probably the number one thing that she told me way back in the very beginning was, don't pay attention to the scale. Just keep staying consistent. Just keep doing what you're doing. And that ultimately led to me gaining a sense of who I was, a sense of confidence, a sense of accomplishment, because I just kept taking care of me and learning, like I said, how to become my own best friend. I do have Hashimoto's, which is a thyroid disease. It's an autoimmune thyroid disease. So I have a body that is literally at war with itself. So losing weight for me, getting healthy was not an easy task. Even though I was going through the motions, I wasn't seeing gratification. But what I had behind me was a coach who loved and supported me. And I had a whole team of people who were cheering me on and giving me inspiration and giving me motivation and telling me, just don't give up before the miracle happens. And I didn't give up before the miracle happened. So I went through, and I got to be like a size 8, and I was shocked because I was, had gotten to be a size 8. And then, I just kept going and going and going. And now today I'm 125 pounds. I'm 42 years old. I'm a size 2. And this year I was diagnosed with breast cancer in February. And that was a shock to my system because I had never had anybody in my family be diagnosed for breast cancer. But the thing that happened for me, and this is really one of the things that I really want to hit home, is that because I had taken a chance when I was 39 years old, because I had not ever given up, I was preparing my body for the day that I would be told that I had breast cancer. So I was creating an environment inside of myself that was combating cancer. And I probably had cancer when I started. They tell me that I had cancer 3 to 5 years before my actual diagnosis. But when you begin to eat nutritiously and pay attention to what you're eating and what you're putting in your body, and then of course, whenever you get your heart rate up and you're moving, you are being proactive in your healthcare. And I was proactive in my healthcare. And so when I got the diagnosis, my cancer, even though I'd had it for 3 to 5 years, was still at stage 0, which means it was non-infiltrating and it was staying in the location of my left breast. That's awesome. You can't, if you're going to get breast cancer, you can't ask for a better scenario than that. you know. I have my last surgery at the end of this month on September 24th. So literally my breast cancer walk has been 4 months, 4 short months. When, you know, I think of like, what would it have been like if I had been living my life the way that I had back when I was 39 years old and not taking care of myself? How would my cancer have progressed? And what would my walk be like today? And that scares me, you know. I'm so incredibly grateful that I took a chance on me, you know, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter about my husband or my 5 dogs or the people that I work with. You know, at the end of the day, I have to go to bed at night, and I have to know beyond a shadow of a doubt that I took care of me in the best possible way that I could, so that I can be there for my people. And isn't that really what we all really want? We want to be there for our people. You know, I am a recovering alcoholic as well. So, you know, I didn't come into this thing knowing how to take care of myself very well. And again, that's why I had a coach. That's why I had a team of people that were surrounding me, that were giving me the motivation and the positivity that I needed to progress forward in my sober walk. You know, so this has been an amazing, amazing experience for me. I have grown more in the last 3 years than I did the first 39. So thank God Beachbody came and coaching came into my life. You know, I went from being a negative, self-sabotaging thinker to an eternal optimist. And I got to tell you that when you get diagnosed with breast cancer, if you're not an optimist, it's not going to be good. You know, so I am so incredibly thankful that I learned how to be an optimist, and I learned how to be a lover of life and how to be my own best friend. So that's me.
I don't know why it keeps popping off my, there we go.
Oh, I forgot one thing. My favorite quote in the whole entire world is from a Grateful Dead song, because I am a Grateful Dead head too. Is sometimes you get shown the light in the strangest of places if you only look at it right. You know, and there are those moments, those pivotal moments that happen inside of our lives that we can either continue on not doing anything, or we can continue on doing something and learning from it. And that's really what Beachbody has done for me, along with all of my life experiences. And that's something that I carry forward as I move ahead. So thanks.
And it's absolutely been amazing to watch the both of you and just the transformations that you have both made over the last, you know, Kelly the last few months and Jess over the last few years now. It's just been completely insane, and completely so inspiring just to see everything that you guys have accomplished.
Thank you.
So now I have to go, and I don't have anything anywhere near as inspiring as that. But for those that don't know me, my name is Julie. I am the founding coach of Team Pure Synergy. I started as a coach about 3.5 years ago. I've been full-time now for about 2.5 years with coaching. And I started a little bit differently than everybody else. I didn't come into this with a team. I didn't come into this with challenge groups. I didn't come into this with support from a coach. I actually bought my P90X on eBay. And for 2 years, I did P90X in my basement by myself with no support. And it was tough. And so what I was doing to get the support is I was posting about my workouts on Facebook. It actually just showed up in my time hop a couple days ago. And I was like, starting my next round of P90X on Monday, who's in? And I looked at the date and it was 4 years, and I've only been a coach for 3.5. And so that's really how I got started is, you know, I was doing my workouts, posting them on Facebook. And people just started asking me what I was doing. And I was telling them, go get P90X. You know, I was helping people with their nutrition and telling them what I was doing with my meal plans, and really just helping people and just having fun with it. And it wasn't until 2 years in that I actually met somebody online who was a coach and found out that coaches were real people, because at the time I was given a free coach who never reached out to me. So that's the first time I found out that coaches were real people, and that I could actually become a coach myself, and I could get a discount and I could earn money doing it. And I was like, there's got to be a catch. There's got to be something to this. Like, because I was already doing it. I'm like, this just seems too good to be true. So I researched the crap out of it, couldn't find anything. And I ended up seeing that you could cancel at any time. So I was like, I have nothing to lose. During this time, I had gone through so many jobs and schooling and just really trying to figure out like where my purpose was and where I fit in. I dropped out of school, dropped out of college about 3 times. I'd originally gone away to New York City for school, hated it, came back 2 weeks later, enrolled locally, dropped out 3 times. I just had no idea what I wanted to do when I grew up. I ended up getting offered a job for GM, and it was great money and great benefits. And so I took the job. I worked there for 6 years and was miserable. I mean, like completely miserable. Like I would cry before work every day. My last job, I had a job where there was a screw gun that hung from the ceiling, and I would screw 8 screws in a piece of plastic and then push it to the side. And I did that for 6 years. Midnights, overnights, holidays, weekends, mandatory overtime, swing shifts, like you name it, they were the crappiest hours ever. And finally, I had missed one too many holidays with my family. And I said, I don't care how much this place pays me. I need to be happy and I need to make my own freedom. So from there, I did a lot of like odd jobs. I became a dog groomer, which I absolutely loved. If you guys don't know me personally, I'm a huge animal lover. So I became a dog groomer while I went to school for aesthetics, which is like spa, skincare stuff. And in the spa, salon, massage industry, you're kind of promised this freedom. You're promised this freedom of, having your own schedule, working for yourself, being able to, earn an income, doing something you love on your own time, which doesn't always happen. A lot of times you work for somebody. It takes you years to build up your clientele. You're working for somebody at a salon, their hours, retail hours, and, you really don't have the freedom or the income or the flexibility that you're promised. So, but I was happy doing it because I still loved what I was doing. And so for the first time, I actually was, happy doing it, even though I wasn't promised everything wasn't receiving everything that I had promised. So around that time is when I found out about coaching. I was just finishing up massage school. I was super in debt from leaving GM and going back to school so many times, but I just couldn't not do this. So I ended up getting a challenge pack for the Les Mills Pump workout. I got my first vegan chocolate Shakeology, put it on a credit card, and just kept doing what I was doing, posting on Facebook, sharing what I was doing. I originally thought that I would do this as a hobby, and it was just going to be like something fun I would do and something on the side. A year later, I lost my job at the spa, but I was already making full-time income after 1 year. And 3.5 years down the road now, it is my full-time job. I was able to pay off $30,000 in debt last year. And I get to now design my own life. I get to travel anytime I want. I'm without having to ask off work. That was a big thing. Like, especially working for GM, it was all seniority. What is your start date? What's your social security number? And then it went by those numbers. And that was dependent on, who with a better number asked off before you. It didn't matter if they wanted to take off just because they wanted to take off and eat donuts all day and you had a family emergency. Like, that was just how it was chosen. So now I get to work from wherever I want. If I want to rent a place in Key West for a week and bring my computer down and work, or work from my phone, then I can do that. If I want to take a day off and go to lunch with a friend, I can do that. And so this has really been able to give me that freedom and that flexibility that I want while still having a purpose. I'm helping people. People ask me all the time, like, how many hours I work, and I honestly have no clue because it's something I love doing. I'm on my phone, helping people, returning messages, reaching out to new people, answering questions about nutrition. And it's something that's fun to me. And I've met the most amazing, amazing, amazing people. Like my closest friends right now, like my rocks in my life are all people that I have met through coaching, that I never would have come in contact with whatsoever without it. And then it's also brought people who were in my life beforehand back into my life. My best friend from middle school, she's now a coach on the team, and it has made us become friends again. And I had lost track. We had lost touch for 15 years in between there. So it's just really, really been amazing how many not physical things have happened, just because of coaching. And I love how Jess said, throw out your scale and, don't pay attention to the scale. I actually just moved into a new place a month ago, and I did not bring my scale, and I'm down weight just because I'm not stressing over it. And I have no idea how much I'm down, but it's working, so it's one of those things, like, you stop stressing about it and it just happens. So that's a little bit about my story. So now we're going to get into the nitty gritty and actually what is coaching and, what you can expect from this team.
So who would make a good coach? Anybody could make a good coach. Anybody who is looking to have fun, be supportive, be encouraging. Because when we're supportive and encouraging to other people, we're supportive and encouraging to ourselves. We're looking for passionate people who are about helping others and helping others succeed. And like I said, because when we do that, we help ourselves. Motivated, self-driven, teachable, a team player, goal-orientated. You don't need to be these three things. You don't need to be at your goal weight. Nobody starts at their goal weight. You do not need to be a fitness or nutrition expert. And you do not need to be a salesman. What you do need to be is willing. You need to be working on yourself and sharing what you're doing, working on yourself and what's working for you. And most importantly, you need to be sharing your struggles. Because people identify with the struggle and then the triumph. They don't identify with the triumph and not the struggle. So those are the things that make coaches good coaches, because they're willing to share themselves. That's what coaching is all about.
So what sets our team apart? On Team Synergy, we have a closed Facebook group for all of our coaches. So if you're in one of our challenge groups, it's kind of like that. And it's your place to go for all of your coaching questions. We have an exclusive team website. We also have a team training ebook, a revolving training, and more training than you could ever do. But it literally, from day one, you have access to all of this, and it walks you through step by step everything that you need to do. The great thing about a revolving training, we just started doing it, and it's a little bit different a few months ago, is that it doesn't matter what you want to do with coaching, you can go at your own pace. So if you are somebody who wants to do this and have this as your full-time job in a month, then you can start with this training and run with it and go as fast as you want. If you are somebody who's just looking for either just the discount or just to earn, a couple $100 extra a month for groceries or to help with vacations or things like that, you can go as slow as you want. If you have a busy schedule, it's completely up to you. We do weekly calls on Tuesday nights for our team that have just training and motivation and support and helpful information. And we have local team events, we have national team events, and just everything that you need to get started. Kelly, you're muted still.
What are your coaching options? Level 1 is you're just on coaching for the discount. You enjoy drinking Shakeology and you just want to do it at a cheaper price. You get 25% off all of your products and you're considered a loyal member. Level 2 is a part-time coach. You like doing it. You're just kind of getting some extra money for kids' sports. To pay off some debt, and you're just recommending to other people, like, hey, this is what worked for me. You're talking to maybe 2 or 3 people a month about it, and they're joining you in your transformation, and they're loving it with you. The level 3 option is a business builder, and this is where everything just kind of gets really, really cool. This is where you are putting in your time when you have the time to put in and becoming your own boss. You are really, really goal-oriented, looking for just really cool things to happen for you, and you are creating them. You are living your life by design. You're building your own team and inspiring daily. You're leading, and you basically are quitting your full-time job, and this is your full-time job, and it's at your leisure. That's a pretty cool thing. Okay, so like I said before, you love Shakeology, you're just doing it for the discount. Over 6 months, you're going to save about $100. So it's $200 a year if you're just getting it just for the discount. Bring 3 friends on, and your Shakeology is basically free. talking to your friends about it. People are going to notice what you're doing, first of all. They're going to notice that you're happier. They're going to notice that your skin is glowing, your hair is shiny, and your nail. Look at, these are my real nails. I never, ever had real nails like this. They were always acrylic. And people ask, they're like, oh, you're getting your nails done again? I'm like, no, it's Shakeology. Anyway, so, just talking to your friends, talking to people, they're going to notice what you're doing. You say, this is what I'm doing. Get them to join. Yours is 3 people a month, and your Shakeology is free. You guys could probably go off the top of your head how many people that you guys could be talking to about it now. That's basically what I did.
So what does a coach actually do? A coach focuses on the 3 vital behaviors. What are the 3 vital behaviors? Well, the 3 vital behaviors are you're sharing what you're doing. So that's actually inviting people to do what you do, because you're showing them that what you're doing, and they are going to want to do what you're doing because it looks like fun. You're changing, you're being positive, you're sharing that in your life. They're going to want to do that. It's reading personal development, because just like we have to, work out our bodies and eat good food for nutrition, we have to work out our minds too. We have to learn how to be positive, just like I had to learn how to be positive. I went from a negative thinker to a positive thinker. And obviously we're going to be a product of the product if we are working out and we're drinking Shakeology and we're changing the way that we eat and the way that we do things. So those are the 3 vital behaviors. And we share those when we talk to people in person, whether we're on Instagram, whether we're on Facebook, whether we're on Pinterest. You could be on Twitter, whatever social media networks that you like, that you're sharing your life on. That's how you practice the 3 vital behaviors. And you're connecting with those people daily. You're meeting new people, you're building new relationships, you're making new friends, you're sharing what you're doing to help motivate and inspire others. And in doing that, you're motivating and inspiring yourself and your family. And you're becoming an example to, like Kelly mentioned earlier, her children. You're checking in with your online challenge groups to help keep others accountable, motivate and inspire, and teach them what you did. You're planning posts for the next day or for the next week. You're watching training videos to build your business if you choose to, and you're watching webinars. You're doing, like I said, personal development. You're messaging customers and coaches to check in. You're creating fun images that are showing your personality and who you are, and you're paying it forward by showing others how to do what we're doing. This is what coaching really is. A day in the life of a coach. Here we have 2 examples of coaches on our team. We have Pam, who is a single mom. She works full time. As you can see, she's made being a coach work for her inside of her busy schedule, and being a single mom. She's having time to still work her regular job, build her business so that she could possibly not have, become a full-time coach. She's spending time with her daughter. She's doing the things she wants to do, and then she still has time to relax and go to bed. Tori, another coach on our team, is a stay-at-home mom of a newborn. You can see how her schedule is slightly different, but she's staying at home and she's got a newborn, and she's still making her business time work for her by doing power hours. Beachbody is allowing both of them to work towards creating freedom while living their lives.
Okay, I'm not sure why it keeps doing that every time I unmute myself. I'll just stop unmuting. There we go. Okay, so one of the biggest questions that gets asked is, actually, if you guys can go ahead and mute yourself. Let me see if I can mute from here. We're getting a little bit of feedback. Looks like for some reason, Cheryl, I'm not able to mute you. So if you could mute yourself. I don't know why.
It won't let me. It won't let me.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, it won't let me either. That's really weird. Okay, so one of the biggest questions we get asked is how you earn money. So as a coach, the second you become a coach, you earn a 25% discount on your own purchases. You start to earn a 25% commission on purchases from your customers. And the echo is really bad. Let me see if I can try it again.
If it's me, I can go away and watch the recording tomorrow if you want. Because I can't mute, it won't let me mute.
Yeah, that's really weird.
You want me to go away and I'll watch the rest of
Sure.
the
Yeah, because
recording?
you already know all this. You're a coach anyway. So that way we won't have the
Okay.
echo.
Let me just, if it lets me. All right, here we go. Hold on.
Okay.
1 second. Oh, okay. Bye.
Okay. So anyways, so the biggest question we can ask is how you earn. The second you become a coach, you are eligible to earn a 25% discount on all of your future purchases. You also start to get a 25% commission on any customer's purchases. So you are given a website, you're given some links. Anybody who purchases through your links, any friends, family, anybody who you have been talking to, they earn, you earn a 25% commission on anything that they purchase. You also earn a commission off of challenge pack purchases, club membership, and club membership retail purchases, which are a little bit different, and they vary depending on which one each is. So all of those are available to you right when you become a coach. As you start to build your team and as you start to go, your earning potential increases, and you start to earn team cycle bonuses once you become an Emerald coach, which means you have 2 coaches signed up with you. And so your cycle bonuses, depending on your rank, go from $14 to $18, and you can cycle from $250 to $12,000 per week once you start to build your team and build volume below you. And I know that probably makes no sense to you at all right now, but that's all in the training, and it'll make more sense as you learn. There are also quarterly Star Diamond bonuses and Elite Coach monthly bonuses as well. And then on top of that, there's also some really cool tips or trips and perks and things like that that you can earn as well. So there are things like books, clothing, bobbleheads. I have a Shakeology Snuggie that I earned 1 month. I have a really cool Beachbody rolling cooler. You can earn GoPro cameras, Nike shoes, Blendtec blenders, and a whole lot more. Success Club trips. The bottom left picture is from our last Success Club trip. It was completely earned and paid for by Beachbody, and that was to Cancun. The next trip is coming up in March of 2016. It's actually my birthday, and it's a cruise. Beachbody has taken over the entire Epic of the Seas. I believe that's the huge one that has 9 neighborhoods or something in it. And so it's going to be all Beachbody coaches. So that's all earned and paid for too. We also have our Coach Summit, which is every year in the summer. The last 3 years it was in Vegas. This year it was in Nashville. It's in Nashville again next year. And you can earn your free ticket to that just by helping 3 people a month for your 3 first months as a coach. So it's super easy to earn that. We also do a team leadership or team specific team synergy retreat every year. There's a leadership retreat. It's actually coming up in a couple weeks in California that I'll be on. And then if you're a top 10 coach, there's extra trips for that as well. So it's really cool to actually be able to be rewarded for helping people and really have a company show you how much they appreciate you. A lot of times we go to work for a job and for a company, and we're never told that we're doing a good job. We're never told how much we're appreciated, and we're just kind of expected to go in, do our job, and then go home at the end of the day. And so it's really great to have a company that really gives back to its coaches and shows them how much they care. The next post I'm going to show is my income through the last 3.5 years. And I just kind of want to do a disclaimer first. Everybody's income is going to be different. Everybody's income is going to be based on your own goals, how fast you want to grow with it, and how much work and effort you put into it. So not everybody is going to have the same income growth as me. Some people may have more and some people may have less, and it's really going to depend on what everybody does themselves as a coach. So when I started as a coach, we didn't have our team coach page. We didn't have our team training. We had nothing. And I got off to a really rocky start, but I still made $180. I had a few $100 weeks in there where, or a few $0 weeks in there where I didn't make anything. And I remember when I first started as a new coach, my goal was I was getting like 2 weeks of a paycheck and then 2 weeks of no paycheck and 2 weeks of a paycheck and 2 weeks of no paycheck. And so my first goal was just to make a consistent paycheck. After that, once I kind of got the feel of things and figured out like what I was doing and how to do it, it really started to build. And as I started to build my team and attract new people, so within 2 months or within 2 years, I was making just under $7,000 per month. You also get to open different business centers. So that's why the first year I only had one check. The second year I was getting 2 paychecks a week. And then now 3.5 years later, I get 3 paychecks per week. I'm actually about to open my second business center in a few weeks, which will give me a 4th paycheck per week, which is really cool. And then if you can see at the bottom of the 3.5 year one, it says QE 624. That was my quarterly bonus from that quarter as well. So you can really see like the compound effect and how just putting in that effort and putting in that work, over time really, really does pay off. And it's a different type of income because not a different type of income. I'm trying to figure out how to describe this. It's interesting because like when you have a job and you go and work, a 40-hour job, you get paid for 40 hours. And this business is not like that at all. That is more of an employee mindset, and this is more of a business. And so if you think of it as a business owner and from that standpoint, you put in a lot of work at the beginning and you really don't see a lot of your efforts at first. And it seems like you're working a lot. It seems like you're working for not a lot of money. And for me, it was just knowing that compound effect, like doing little things every single day was going to reach me towards my goals. And it really does pay off, and it starts to just snowball once you really start to build it. So I just wanted to show that there is, this is the potential. This is not like a join today and start making $1,000 a week right away, but this is something that's going to be long-term stability and long-term growth, residual income. And I can't wait to see what it looks like next year. So, it gives you that financial freedom and that financial stability. Kelly, you're muted.
What some of our coaches on our team are saying, I'll start off with Jesika. Prior to Beachbody, I felt like I was middle-aged and frumpy. Being a coach has helped me feel young and vibrant again while giving me the confidence to really be my own health advocate with Hashimoto's and breast cancer. I truly changed my life. I have been able to avoid getting a part-time job outside of the home, which would take me away from my family. That's from another coach that's in our group. My quote isn't on here, but you can read these that are there. But myself, I was able to send my son on a 6-week collegiate baseball trip that cost us about $3,000 in the 6 weeks. It was $1,800 to send him there, and then we had to feed him. And if you know anything about a 20-year-old boy playing 6 games a week and being with other college kids, he ate about $50 a day. And then just even fun stuff. Well, Mom, you want me to buy you something, don't you? I'm like, no, I don't. But I knew that I started coaching, and I knew that the potential was there, and I knew how good I felt. And I was able to just paying for him to go. And I was confident in saying, we can send him. We can go. You can go. Just go have a great experience and be your best that you can be. And I did that confidently. But there's a lot of coaches on our team that are just doing awesome, awesome things.
All right. So how do you get started? How much does it cost to get started? So like I mentioned before, like the employee mindset versus business mindset, if you go into this thinking that it is business and treating it like a business, then it's going to pay off like a business. And with any business, there is an initial investment. So there are a couple ways that you can sign up. There is a $39.95 business startup fee, but that is waived if you get a challenge pack. So that's what about 99.9% of coaches do, just because it makes sense. So what your challenge pack is going to get you is a fitness program of your choice. So you can pick like the 21-day fix, size, body beast, any workout you want. You also get 1 month of Shakeology, which is the meal replacement that you guys see us raving about all the time. It's filled with superfoods. And you get a 30-day membership to Beachbody Club membership, which gets you online streaming workouts for Beachbody On Demand, which is awesome. You actually don't need the DVDs anymore now with that. You can just go right online and your workouts are right there waiting for you. So it's great if you travel. It's great if you just don't want to move around both these CDs or, worry about scratching them. So your challenge pack purchase is going to depend on which workout you get. So they go between 140 to about 205, depending on which one you get. Size and the 21-day fix are both 160, and I believe Pio is on sale this month for 140. Is that the right price?
Yes.
Okay, I see them nodding. Okay, so after that, so that gets you a coach, and so right from then you can start earning and. You can start earning and getting your discount on your future purchases. There's also another option, which a lot of people go with. It's the challenge or the showcase challenge pack. And that is kind of like a challenge pack on steroids. It gives you the 21-day fix, Pio, and Insanity Max 30, which is one of Shanti's new workouts. It gets you some business starter things like some business totes, a sample pack of Shakeology. It also does give you your Shakeology. And it is $295 for that. It ends up saving you over $150 if you were to buy everything separate. So those are your two options for signing up. Those will both waive the initial $39.95 business fee. So after that, there's a $15.95 monthly fee. And what this monthly fee covers is a ton of stuff. It basically covers your 3 Beachbody websites that you get. So when you first sign up, you get a website. You don't have to hire a website designer. You don't have to learn coding or anything like that. They give you a website. It is ready to go. You just need to give people your link and you're up for business. It also covers warehouse employees, which is like a huge perk that I think a lot of us take for granted. What that means is we're not ordering products and then having to distribute it. And I'm sure you all know, have seen the Avon friends. They have a living room filled with white bags that they have everybody's name on, and now they have to distribute them from somewhere. We're not going to have a basement full of Brazil butt lift boxes. We don't do anything. Somebody goes through the website, they order through the website, Beachbody ships it right to them. We never touch a thing. If anybody has a return, it's the same thing. It goes right back to Beachbody. It never touches us. We don't have any product or anything. So there's no buy-in, have a bunch of product at our house or anything. It also covers our IT and customer support and a success tab that has a ton of great information, personal development, and things to help you in the back office as well. Also, Beachbody really rewards our military. So if you are U.S. military, if you are active duty or a vet, you get the military discount, which waives not only your initial sign-up fee, but also the monthly fee. And so that's just a great way for Beachbody to give back as well.
So how do I make it official? You've decided you're ready to make a change. You choose your challenge pack. You contact the coach that's invited you to this webinar, and you get ready to start living a life by your design while working on yourself. And really, that's the most important part of coaching, is that you are working on yourself and sharing that with others. And people are just naturally attracted to the change that they see in you. That's how it's that easy. That's how we get started.
All right, so I am going to stop this screen share. And if you have any questions at all, if you guys have any questions at all, go ahead and type them below, or go ahead and unmute yourself and you can ask your questions. I told you we're going to throw a lot of information your way.